Yo.
You're in the mix.
The world's finest, man. DJ.
We're doing it live, and we're doing it real on YouTube. It's the What's the Real Deal radio show every Friday night weekly.
Oh my God.
Shut the front door.
What?
If you're weak-minded or sensitive, you might get your feelings hurt in here. Jump up game with the fam. And remember to like, share, and subscribe.
What's good, people? What's good, people? Big Rich from the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show here, and welcome to the next installment or the next episode of What's the Real Deal. We're trying to get into this little hustle now. We're trying to get into a good flow, make sure the shows are coming out on time, and we're doing what we need to do. So I appreciate your patience and understand that we're here to do what we need to do, and we're going to try. I say try because I got some stuff to do. We're going to try to get this Saturday show of the Big Rich Live on the Mic radio show out tomorrow. So we're going to see. If not, it'll be Sunday. But I'll get it out. I'll get it out for sure. I've gotten a lot of inquiries about evil people. Evil. What do I think about, these certain people within politics and, is using the word evil when you're describing them. Is that something you going overboard? And I feel no. What's evil to you might not be what's evil to me. What's evil to this person might not be what's evil to that person. It's that and the third. But if you have any type of common sense, you understand the epitome of evil. And evil is basically, the total disregard of somebody, the purposely and hateful domination and degradation of a person or a people, a race, a certain class for your own benefit. That's to me the epitome of evil. Now, yeah, that you can go off on a lot more trees and stuff like that. You can definitely do that, but pretty much that's what it is. So I've gotten some inquiries and asked would I do a little series. I don't know if I'm going to do a series. Maybe I'll do it maybe once a month where we'll dedicate one episode to somebody who we feel is, racist, homophobic, just evil incarnate, that type of stuff. And we'll see. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about it. And we'll go from there. I usually roll with the majority and we'll go from there. Actually, this is something taken from Dr. Boyce Watkins' tree, if you will. He has something called Heads of Hate instead of Heads of State. And I want to say it's headsofhate.com, where he goes through the 45 presidents. Obviously, he hasn't done the current president yet, but he's gone from the 43rd. I don't think he did the 42nd, the 44th, which was President Barack Obama. But he went back and he basically broke down the evilness that each president did that we have no idea. Well, I'm not going to say we have no idea because there's a lot of people that know that. They just choose to disregard it. So today we are actually going to talk about the new Attorney General. His name is Jefferson Beauregard, or AKA Jeff Sessions III. He's the 84th Attorney General of the United States. He just got confirmed a couple of weeks ago. He served as a junior senator from Alabama from 97 to 2017. So that's 20 years, and that's the junior senator. Okay, so that just basically tells you that either the citizens of the great state of Alabama don't give a damn, or they just feel this is the best they got going. And if it's the latter, then God help them all. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, and I know a lot of my Alabama-nites get pissed off when I say this, but there's two states in the lower 48 that I will never step foot in. That's the state of Mississippi and the state of Alabama. Never. Period. I don't care. I told my daughter, if you go to school there or you work there, you're going to be visiting me because I'm not going. I'm not spending my money. I'm not wasting my time, anything like that. So we're going to actually talk about, we're going to actually talk about Sessions and just some of the things that he did and is doing. Now, you might say, well, why is this man evil? This man here has been caught on record to call, black lawyers that were in his, because he was a state attorney for the state of Alabama for 2 years, and African American lawyers, he would call them boys and use the N word and all this type of stuff right there. You got to think about it. Jeff Sessions is what, damn near 70. You don't change. It's like, oh, well, that was youthful enthusiasm. The hell it is. This is the same man that wanted to vote against or wanted to abolish the Civil Rights Act, voted against strengthening Section 5 and Section 4 of the Voting Rights Act. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who has, I want to say, a minus or a negative review of the ACLU, like most Democrats have negative reviews or grades from the NRA. This is the ACLU, right? And not only was he confirmed, he was confirmed by 52-47, right? So that's 51, including himself, 51 Republicans and 1 Democrat, Joe Manchin, out of the great state of West Virginia, voted for him. So if you say, okay, I'm voting for him, what are you voting for? You voting for somebody who don't give a damn about black people, don't give a damn about gays and lesbians. Matter of fact, he was the one who said, and he said it jokingly in lighting, that he would vote against the Klan. I'm sorry, let's get it right. The Klan was not so bad until he found out that they smoked weed. They smoked marijuana. Really? Now, he said it in jest. No, he didn't. So during his confirmation, he was quoted to say, I did not harbor the kind of animosity or race-based discrimination ideas I was accused of. He says, I did not, though he admitted that he did not know how to respond and didn't respond very well during his first failed confirmation. Okay. Coretta Scott King, the matriarch of the King clan, right? She wrote a long letter in 1986 objecting to Sessions, who ultimately unsuccessful nomination for the federal bench. He was appointed to be a federal judge. And anybody know federal judges, most of them are pretty much lifetime thing. I mean, yeah, you have to revote them in, but who the hell really knows about judges? So it's almost like a lifetime type thing there. And then last month during the confirmation, Senator Cory Booker, Democrat out of New Jersey, became the first sitting senator ever to testify against a fellow senator's confirmation, arguing that he has concerns regarding Sessions' commitment to defending minorities, the LGBT community, and voting rights. Representative John Lewis, a Democrat from Georgia, the legendary civil rights leader, with whom Trump got into a spat with before his inauguration, also testified in session. The one thing I don't particularly like, and this is off on a little tangent, the one thing is all of this rank and file type thing. Just because you're a Democrat, I had to vote for you. Just because you are a Republican, I have to vote for you. What happened to what's best for the country? What happens to the difference between right and wrong? You follow what I'm saying? Jeff Sessions, just a long litany of things that he has said and done. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, he's one of the most conservative senators in the GOP conference. He's been outspoken opponent about illegal immigration. Now, when we talk about immigration, and I feel that this is the land of the home, supposed to be the land of the home, the land of the brave, the home of the free, right? Everybody here, except 2 people, came here as immigrants willingly. Everybody. Native Americans, African Americans. Native Americans were here first. The Caucasian American, the Europeans, stole, murdered, raped, pillaged this land from them. African Americans were stolen, kidnapped from across the pond in Africa and brought over here as slave labor. Everybody else, including Mr. Session and his ancestors, came over here as immigrants. Now, were they called immigrants when the Columbus and all of them came over, when they started the 13 colonies? No, they wasn't called immigrants. Immigrants wasn't even a word back then. But we all know what immigrants is. So illegal immigration, there's no such word to me, because in that case, there's a whole lot of people that can be misconstrued or construed as illegal immigrants. Everybody, like I said here, it's not deniable. It's undeniable, okay, that you have a situation where everybody here is an immigrant, except for two people, and I've already explained that, so I'm not going to regurgitate that. But if that's the case, then where is illegal immigration coming from? That means anybody who wants to come here, there need to be a path to citizenship. Your ancestors got citizenship. They probably got it a whole lot easier than everybody the hell else. And I understand that you got to make sure that you cut out the undesirables. I understand that. You don't want, like they did in Cuba years ago, when Fidel just opened up all his prisons and pushed everybody over here. And then you had a lot of the Cuban drug kingpins and murderers and rapists and all that type of stuff that came here. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is where's the illegal immigration is. Why are you considering this person or these people illegal immigrants? Why? Because you making it so hard for them to come over here to enjoy the same American dream that your ancestors did when they came over here? You follow what I'm saying? So it really makes no difference. I am a proponent to regulating who gets in here across the board. I don't care if you black, white, brown, yellow, whatever, because we also have to realize that, you have limited space now. You not limited space, but it's not like before where you can have anybody come over here because we just got 13 colonies and you still got the whole wide West that is unconquered and basically, unwalked, with white feet or whatever it might be. So that I got a problem. I really got a problem with that. And now some of the things that he's doing, the first thing that he's doing is now he's trying to pump up the cannabis, illegal cannabis. That's no longer a state. That's a federal offense. So now we are going to really, they're ramping it up to try to stomp out casual cannabis users. But hold on now. Hold on. Things that you want, abortion, transgender issues, you, sir, want to leave that up to the states. That's states' rights. But when it comes to something that you don't particularly care for, and let me put this out. I don't particularly like weed. I've never done drugs in my life. I hate the smell, but I hate to smell certain cigars. So I hate the smell of cigarette smoke. That's just not my deal. But my thing is, as long as the right people are getting it and it's not getting in the hands of people who don't know how to use it, a la kids or stuff like that, I don't give a damn. This is the United States. If they want to smoke weed, let them smoke weed. Regulate it, tax the hell out of it, just like you do with cigarettes. Think about it. All of these, you can't advertise here. I mean, when the last time anybody saw a cigarette commercial? You can't do that. But the cigarette industry is still jumping up. Why? Because of the nicotine and all that type of stuff that has, people have gotten addicted to that. But what I'm saying is, that's money coming in. Both states and California just rolled it and just rolled it out. And, so you have to give them a year to get it. But both states, Washington State and Colorado, are raking in hundreds of millions of dollars just in money. Just in money to do things, to build things, to push out things. But now that's not a state's right. That's a federal offense. So now Mr. Sessions, because he don't like it, he's going to try to use the power behind the official attorney general's office to try to track down on this, even though 2 states had it before. And I want to say, I know California did it. I'm not too sure about any other state. But, hey, in about 10 years, most of the Law 48 is going to have some type of legalized marijuana. You follow what I'm saying? So if that's what they want to do, let them do it. If you are a proponent for states' rights, which we see, he's a freaking hypocrite. Then hear about the private prisons. The private prison. We have seen, if you haven't, please go see Ava DuVernay's documentary. Is on Netflix. It's called The 13th. It breaks it down. If you African American, black and brown, poor white, you are going to be pissed. Anybody else other than maybe the 1% that are profiting off of this, you're going to be shocked. Private prisons are built not to help us. They are built for profit. And to keep your profit, you must keep them what? You must keep them full. So damn if you have shown that the overwhelming majority of people that are in jail might not even be guilty for what they've done. Over 90% of people in jail and prison have never went to trial because they pled, because they was told, hey, we'll give you 3, or you can go and roll the dice in trial and we'll give you 30, because you don't have the bread to pay for your own lawyer. So you're going to get a public defender who basically we work in the same dang on building, which is also a conflict of interest. But I digress. Just little stuff like this when you just think about stuff. Every time Jeff Sessions has been in Congress, the Senate, and anything that has come up to protect the disenfranchised, the lesser of these, he has voted against it. Every one. Now, last time I checked, and I'm not a scholar when it comes to I'm not a political scholar, but I can read. I have not seen something where it says, okay, we're going to enact this law to take from these people who look like you, Senator, and give it to these people. No. We're going to stop the monopolizing of stuff to these people or people who look like you and distribute it more evenly and more fairly and more equally because everybody is paying taxes. Now, some people might say, well, the 1% making all the money, but they paying less taxes. The lower 99% pay more taxes than the upper 1%. And the upper 1% controls what, 70% of the money? So that was off on a little tangent, but you talk about just an evil man. Just an evil, when you sit back and be like, okay, I'm going to vote against the Lilly Ledbetter Act, which he did, which basically says that a woman doing the same job as a man needs the same bread. He voted against that. That's an evil man. That's an evil man. A man like him and people of his ilk feel that white men deserve more than everybody else. More than white women, more than black women, definitely more than black males. Brown people, don't even worry about it. You have certain things that people have, including Mr. Sessions, have pushed and talked about to basically keep this archaic, racist, and bigoted system together. And now this is our Attorney General. If you look through history, the federal government has been the entity, that one entity that has helped and protected the lesser of these, black and brown people. You know what I'm saying? The people who have been set upon. Now you didn't put what amounts to a grand wizard of the Ku Klux Klan in charge of the highest law enforcement agency in the land. The same agency that's supposed to protect the less of these. This is what we got. This is who we got, Jeff Sessions. For the next 4 years, 11 months. I'm sorry, the next 3 years and 11 months. We got this vote. So yes, I agree with the people who sent that to me and said that they feel that he's an evil man, because I believe he's an evil man also. That's the end of our show. Leave your comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe if you like it. Dislike, share, and subscribe if you don't. The email address is whatsttherealdeal68@gmail.com. whatsttherealdeal68@gmail.com. In the meantime, in between time, stay blessed, stay safe, stay woke. Peace, and I'm out.